Hello, I'm Katrina Read and welcome to my channel. Now don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the videos, and I'm going to take you over the next few weeks into my studio, and as we are in spring here in Australia, I've decided to surround it with flowers. So if you've ever wanted to learn to paint botanicals or from nature, this one is for you. Now maybe you're already an artist or you just want to pick up some new tricks, or maybe you've never painted before, then keep watching because we're going to start nice and easy. Let's begin. Okay, so we're starting with the lavender. Are you ready? Now, if you don't have lavender in your own yard or you haven't purchased something like this, doesn't matter. Go find something quite similar that you can work with and just have a bit of fun with it. This is about breaking down flowers into objects and form so that you can replicate it into a beautiful, workable painting. Now, if you've already done my beginner's course, you kind of have an understanding of how to do that, but we're going to start with this one. And I know it looks like it's a little bit complicated to work with. It's got so many little bits to it, but I promise you, it's not as hard as it looks. Now, I don't want to overcomplicate these little short tutorials for you, so we're going to work on these things, but it's going to be a simplified version of what I normally do. Some of my own artwork can take weeks, if not months, to complete, and as you build your confidence, you'll be able to develop your own style and work out what works for you as well. So these are meant to be easy, short, and for anybody to do. So we're starting with this lavender. It's great because even though it looks really complex, it's actually something really easy to paint. Now I want you to look at something like this and see the way the light refracts off it, the different shapes. And if you've done my beginner's course already, you'll know how we pick apart a form and make it into a workable painting. So let's start with this one. And I promise it's not as hard as it looks. Okay, so now we're just going to start painting in our lavender. I'm not going to sketch this one up, but you guys can have a try if you want to. Lavender is super easy. So I'm just laying some water down first. Just starting with this area. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, I might actually change the colors a little bit myself. Once this has dried a little bit, we'll come back and work this over and just give it a bit more definition. But you can see already, just in this ink and watercolour, it's taking shape. So we'll just paint these in a little bit. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you want to lift off some colour, you just dry your brush out, which is just another technique to kind of get a bit more tone in there as well. Now we're just going to start to paint in the stalk of the lavender as well as the leaves. The brush I'm using is a great one. I really like it because it's great for painting grasses, for leaves, and also stalks of plants. So a really lovely one to make life easier, and just always work away from you. So pull the brush towards you just to get that really nice smooth line. When you're painting in the stalk and the leaves, you always want to work from top to bottom, so bring the brush towards you, and this is because you don't want to create any resistance by pushing the brush away from you. This is the quickest way to have ink flick where you don't want it or lose control of the brush. So starting from the top to the bottom, alternate from side to side and just take it really nice and slowly and keep that flow going. So now while our second one dries, we're going to go back to the first lavender and just start creating some more definition with those tones. We're going to add some white and some more of the dark purple just to create the darker and lighter effects and start to round out that shape. I really like using a pen to get a little more definition. So you can use any kind of felt pen, but these ones are colour fast, they're professional quality, and it's just going to let me, particularly with fine lines, sometimes these thin pens are great just to create a little more definition in the work as well. Once again though, make sure the artwork is dry and start from the top, working towards the bottom towards you. Now while we're waiting for that second one to dry, we're going to go back and add a bit more definition to it as well. Now that the second one is looking really lovely, we're going to start working between the two of them and go back and forth, adding darker definition and some lighter highlights as well. Remember, just let them dry, keep building on those layers and just stand back from it, take your time and just see how it evolves and the shape starts coming out rather than just a flat object on a page. You just want to start to get some really lovely definition in there and some shape, and that only comes with giving it some time to dry and building it slowly in those beautiful layers. This is starting to look really good. I'm really happy with the shape of it, so I think we're almost done. Thanks for joining me again this week, and don't forget, if you've liked the tutorial, to like and subscribe below. And if you want to learn more about painting and commit to a much bigger class, then go to the link below and follow it over to the Udemy channel to see my beginner's masterclass, which is an introduction to art and starting to paint botanicals. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you again soon.